everyone, this is Sarah from Sarah's Emporium, here to do our August 2022 reading. And I hope everybody is having a wonderful year. I can't believe that we're already in first harvest, with it being August. Right now it's August 3rd, so I apologize for being a little bit later than normal on my monthly readings. But yeah, life happens. So anyway, so let's get into it. We're going to be doing our monthly readings. I am also going to be using, which I didn't pull out yet, we're going to use, who should we use? Not that I've needed it a lot lately, but we'll use Cosmovisions for our clarifying cards for this month. Make sure I got everybody. Okay. I'll just adjust this a little bit. I figure I'd have everything all ready, but I don't. Light, got a little bit of glare going, but okay, I think we're good. Okay, so no big news. Same as usual. If you like anything, if you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to get notified of any videos that are up and coming, I'm starting to get Kickstarter decks in, so I'll be doing reviews on those. So I just recently did one for the Dior, Oracle Dior, should I say, with Tora Matthews and Melissa Witherspoon, and I did a review and unboxing of that just recently. And other than that, the only other thing is that giveaway is still going on, so if you haven't entered to win yet, please do by following me on Instagram and going right to that post. I have it pinned in my my little section on Instagram, where all you have to do is click on it, like it, comment on it, and that will get you to enter in, and tell your friends about it. There's some good prizes in there, but no drawings are happening until I reach 500 followers. That's my goal this year. We still have a couple months left, so please help me get to that goal of 500 followers. Much appreciated. And so other than that, that's it for the info for today and this month. Let's get into the reading, and we're going to start off. I did a little bit of something special. I added a little bit of stone action in here. So we have pile number 1 with sodalite, pile number 2 with red jasper, and pile number 3 with amethyst. So take a moment and just clear your mind. And we're going to take a big deep breath. Inhale, exhale, and then pick the pile that you were drawn to. And whoever picks pile number 1, I'll see you there. Okay, hi everybody who picked pile number 1. This is your August 2022 reading. And just a little tidbit, sodalite is really good for meditation and clearing your brain. It's really good if you could find a stone that actually will fit in your hand while you're meditating. It'll help calm you down. So let's see what the cards have in store for us. So let's look at our chakra that needs to be worked on this month. and it's the inner child. Now, the inner child has come up quite a bit this year in quite a few of the readings, and all I can really say about this, I'm not going to get too deep in this one, because I have the Oracle Dior in here that I want to, I have a lot of reading cards to go through. So the inner child is more or less like you want to play more. You want to feed your inner child. What were the things that you liked to do as a child that brought you joy? You know, it's going to be a very playful month this month, and you really want to, you know, feed into that. Be aware of it, nurture it, just let things be and do as they need to. Alright, we'll go right into the harvest cards here. Oops. Okay, so we have curiosity, experience, play, uncover, and ask. And duality. Duality is self-awareness, observe, and release, which these both tie right into the inner child. So you want to be innocent. You want to be, you know, open the eyes to the world and be as you were when you were a child before you became an adult, right? So self-awareness, observe, and release. There's the duality, as it says in the card. There's that balance. Observe. This one makes me feel like some of you guys might be empathic, which observe comes up quite a bit, like observe but don't absorb. There's no reason for you to have to engage in any type of behavior. And check yourself. Make sure that you are, it's your energy, not someone else's. So if you're feeling kind of off, make sure you're like checking with yourself and going, is this me? Am I really going through this? Am I really dealing with this? Or is this somebody else's energy? So observe and release. Be aware of what is actually yours to have and what is not yours to release. Okay? And to experience, play, and uncover and ask. I love this is because it's a very like childlike wonder. Oh my gosh, so sorry. It just glared right out, didn't it? The curiosity factor of being a child. You know, why is the sky blue? Why is the grass green? Why is it this way? Why is it that way? You know, all these kids ask that question, right? And it drives us nuts. Me being a parent, and my child is not that age anymore, thank God. She's not even a child anymore. But they ask those questions not just to annoy the crap out of you, but they ask that out of wonderment. You know, they want to know why. Why is it round? Why is it, you know, the color blue? Why is it blah, blah, blah? Like, they want to know everything and anything all at once. And that's kind of how you should be. Like, be like an old journalist used to be. Like, they have when, where, why, how. You know, those were their questions that they would ask. Like, how did it happen? When did it happen? How, you know, where did it happen? Blah, blah, blah. Like, keep that curiosity open for you this month. Let's keep on diving deeper, okay? Okay, Shock of the New. That's actually a new card for me. I have not pulled that one yet. And book. I'm actually using that deck this month. Okay. Okay, there are rumblings and stirrings of creative life force happening now. Deepen the undercurrents of your being. If you are very attuned or sensitive, you may have consciously felt this already. With excitement, discomfort, or both, if you have not yet sensed these inner stirrings, they are happening all the same. So be on the lookout for a big shift of new birth, the shock of the new, the unconventional, the strangely beautiful, and the disturbing liberation of which is foreign steps into your life. This is life creating the stage upon which you will experience greater fulfillment. And this card also gives you the guidance that you're about to encounter something new and different in your life. This is helpful. Don't reject it. No matter how small or insignificant or how powerful and life-changing it may seem to be, you are being asked to dispense what your reliance on the past and what have your tools to navigate life. What have been your tools to navigate life? You have outgrown your old methods. You will have to fly by the seat of your pants, so to speak, as you experiment with new ways to be. Life will show you the way, which is very cool because you need to observe and you're uncovering something. So the shock of the new is going to be new experiences. You're going to be of wonderment. You're going to be innocent. So all those questions that you're going to want to be asking are going to be very important for this. And it's going to bring you into something spectacular. And just looking at the card itself, there you have a lot of like the mandalas, and then you have music. So some of you guys are musically inclined with the speakers and the keyboards, and that looks like that might be like a finger piano. Her eyelashes, and then I love the optimism of the sunflowers in there as well. So shock of the new, but nothing to be afraid of. Excuse me. Alright, next, let's take a look at... Okay, yeah. That's awesome. So the circle, I'm going to put you right over here. Okay. So you guys can actually see it. So the circle is always turning, it's ever changing. The circle of life. So when the circle appears, it reminds you that you are connected to everything and everyone, including to spirit. Spirit's essence beats in your heart and inspires you to co-create your world, knowing that you count, that you have purpose in this world. Imagine even a smile to a stranger can change the course of the life. When the circle invites you to dance in the sacred steps of life, know that your work, your love, your service brings greater value than you can know. Stay the course, keep dancing, and all will be well. So and this is the so the medicine of this is you're meant to understand the importance of decay and letting go, and the importance of dying to an old form and being reborn into a new. You are faced with challenge of loss or disappointment. Remember this: in the circle of life, nothing is ever wasted. Love will seek itself again. Prosperity will come from a new idea or opportunity. And spirit always waits for you to find your place in the dance again. So the circle is ever going. There is life, there's death, there's life, there's death, there's constant. It's constantly happening. It's a matter of where you are in the place of that. Okay, so I'm going to do the tarot, and then I'm going to leave this one for last because in the journal or the book there are journal prompts, and I think that's really cool for anybody who does any journaling or they want to deep dive further into their reading and work through this throughout the month. So I'm hoping that the cards that I pulled for everybody it has some kind of journal prompt. scoot you up. So we're just going to look at the tarot cards real quick. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. That's actually really cool. And then we have the Star, and this is the King. The King of Swords. Pretty sure that's the King. He is in reverse, but that just means you're having a hard time speaking your truth. And being able to express your feelings. Sorry, like legit lost something, sorry. Yeah. And then the Wheel of Fortune is ever turning, just like that circle. So just know that things are going in their proper order this month. You're going to be hit with something new, but it's not a tower event. It is something that is going to help elevate your life. So I think the Wheel of Fortune is very important for this month as well. And knowing that you are going to have something is going to be happening good in your destiny. That, again, though, the duality, the circle, the life, the death, you know, that plays a lot into this as well. It's not in reverse, so it's a higher chance of it being a better month in the situation. And then when we're following up, oh criminy, so sorry. And when we're following up with the Star, she was like completely blown out of there. That is also a very good sign of hope. But you need to be able to find your voice, and that's going to be you asking the questions and being curious about the situation. And you will, this is a very good month. There's a lot of things going on here that are good. You need to play more, you need to lighten up a little bit more, you need to know that the circle of life is ever continuing. So whatever you're going through right now is going to, it's going to go away, and you're going to find something new, and something new is going to come to you. And you shouldn't dwell on the situation at hand. So yeah. Okay. So now for the journal prompts, hopefully. We have Orpheus. Let's see if I can bring it up a little bit. Orpheus. It is a picture of, it looks like a head coming out of the earth, but it looks like it's also a bust, and he's talking. So I think that's you finding your voice right there. So let's see what the journal prompts would be for that. Okay, it says genius, poetic, artistic expression, sublime inspiration, revelation, heart song, nonconformity, being unashamedly oneself, accomplishment, and then as shadow, even though it's not in reverse, the shadow of this is suffering and loneliness. So the Orpheus heralds the revelation of a truth or a moment of beauty. However, in order to reveal what is hidden, the querent must walk the untrod path and open up to the new possibilities, new experiences, and new ways of thinking. The key message here is that in order to hear one's own heart song and sing one's own unique, alluring truth, It is necessary to hold fast to one's principles despite the suffering and loneliness that this might entail. Sacrifices might need to be made and mistakes might be suffered, but the rewards will be worth it. Okay, there weren't any journal prompts for this, but I'm going to give this as a takeaway that you need to. So it says here, in order to reveal what is hidden, you must walk untrodden path and open up to new possibilities. So this is where I'm going to say that you might want to start considering a path of expression. Start writing. Start even writing music lyrics, what's going on up here. And it doesn't mean that you're going to start a whole career in music, but it's a way for you to open up and to start diving into something else. So the journal prompt that I would give you is, how can I express myself today? How am I feeling today? And a good tool to use is not just say, well, I'm feeling tired today. Okay, we'll start with tired, then open up your thesaurus, type in tired, and think of all the different ways that you can say tired, right? That will give you more like sluggish, like, other fancy words. That will give you a vocabulary to help incorporate into this newness of your world. Because he is a herald of revelations of the truth, these are going to be, so being tired as a word, yes, but as you go forward and you're like, wow, this word actually means so much more to me, that's telling you your truth in more detail. So in that, I think that if you take that and use that as your journal prompt for the month, it'll help you expand not only your self-acknowledgement, as this says here, self-awareness, but it's also going to help you experience more knowledge of different ways to express yourself, which can open up the doors in many ways in that way. So that's what I have for you guys. Picked pile number 1. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed your reading, and let me know how it goes if you enjoy these little journal prompts, stuff like that to kind of help you coax through the month. Let me know how that's working out for you. I'd appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram. I'll have all that good stuff in the description notes, and I will see you all, or you will see me all, next month. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hello everybody, how are we doing today? This is your August 2022 reading. This is pile number 2, and people who chose pile number 2 with their red jasper, this is a strength stone. This is help not only with grounding, because jasper is really good for the grounding and all over nurturing. It is also very powerful with the fact that it's a red orange color, and it's really good for empowerment and overall strength, and good for clearing out your root chakra. So let's see what your cards have in store for you. So it's looking at the chakra for this month. Oh wow. Okay, I know you guys know I don't see these cards beforehand, but every once in a while you just get totally blown away. So we have the root chakra card, balance. So with that means with everything I just said about that red jasper, you want to start balancing yourself, so that would be grounding and clearing out your root chakra. There are many ways to do that. I have on my website, I have a blog about the chakras and how to clear them out. So if you want to check that out, feel free. I'm not going to read every single thing about the chakras this month, but that's something that you're going to want to work on. You're going to want to be working on that balance between, and the root chakra, said I'm not going to read it, but here I am. The root chakra is relating to your family, abundance, security, stability, grounding, things I've said already, instinct, energy, prosperity, trust, vitality. So, those are things that you're going to want to focus on with this month. So let's take a look at the harvest cards. And we have threshold, perception, surrender, dissolve, illusion, and quickening, discovery, acceleration, knowledge, and source. So perception, surrender, dissolve, illusion. Quickening, discover, acceleration, knowledge, and source. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. So I just noticed. Alright, I just noticed that right here where it says threshold, perception, surrender, dissolve, and illusion. We have actual aliens right in the background here, and we have a church, and then over here we have Stonehenge, which is that's really cool. But the aliens actually was pretty funny. So the illusion and surrendering to the knowledge of that's really funny. Let's dig a little bit deeper, because I'm not getting a lot of hits off of the words themselves. Quiet the busy mind from the constant seeking. At the threshold of enlightenment, there requires a great letting go of many constructs. Okay. The trickster mind and revolving door of the new constructs and the reality tunnels. Tell her she is almost there, but the final steps are the most perilous and full of distraction. It is helpful to use smoky quartz to ground this and center while dissolving old beliefs. Oh. Okay, so that's a good part of the balancing part. So there's constant... So in your life right now, you are going through I have to do it this way, there's no other way. Society will disown me if I don't do it the right way. If I don't do it their way, right? So you're being forced to do something that you don't feel like doing, it's not comfortable to you. So you are becoming out of balance with that. And the root chakra is your fight or flight. It is your instincts. It is your family. It's your absolute foundation when you start your life. And if you are being stuck in a construct that is not something that you really want to be a part of, you are not being true to yourself. And that's a huge problem with a lot of people in society, is that we're We're told to do something. We're told to be a certain way, and if we're not that certain way, then they're gonna disown us. Or our lives are gonna be crap, and blah blah blah, you know. And then when you have that opportunity to break free, you're afraid to. So let's learn what we can do about quickening and discovery. Okay, this is a sign that the universe wants you to find its source. Become thrilled without the seeking and present without the attachment. To uncover and to lead, but let the ego must be mastered to release any beliefs that obstruct the path. Rejoice in the experience and try to stay in the present without seeking or constructing a story. You'll find the uncovering more extraordinary than you've ever thought possible. Yeah, okay, so it's time to let go of these old constructs and time to move on to something new. You are going to be filled with exhilaration. You're going to be filled with all kinds of good stuff, really. You're going to be enlightened. I don't really like using that word. That's why quickening is such a nice alternative word to enlightening. I think that word gets overplayed too much. Like, yeah, we can all be woke, but how woke are we? You know, I mean, there's certain wokes, and enlightenment is one of those wokes. So quickening is you're going to be moving away from this old construct, and you're going to be traveling into the new construct. But don't get lost. Ground yourself. Balance yourself. You can get away from the old construct and go into the new construct, but if you're like running through it, you're going to miss the evolution of what you're going through. All right, let's take a look at some other cards. Inspiration. Yep, so you're going to be absolutely inspired to move forward onto this quickening path. So you are the vehicle of inspiration. You are meant to think and do things differently as getting away from that construct. You are capable of receiving fresh ideas that are not so out there or different than that they stop being practical, helpful, and wonderful. You are being asked to avoid the trap of doubting your ideas, Your inspiration comes direct from the universal creative source, and you are being asked to believe and recognize the signature of great intelligence within your inspirational ideas and creative urges, and to act accordingly. To sum it up, this card indicates that sweet success, like abundant honey, is coming your way through your commitment to and development of an idea that you already have had and will soon receive. All through, see it through to the end and believe. So yeah, so don't be afraid of the change is basically what it comes down to. Okay. And then we have the eagle. Lovely. Eagle eye in the sky. So it's time to, excuse me, it is time to see through the eyes of eagle. Let your vision of the whole and of its parts become laser-like, and set your priorities straight. What did you come to do in this life? Did you come to climb up the ladder of financial and social success? Did you come to become a better person? Did you come to become a better person, to heal your heart and to realize your essential self? What is your divine mission on earth? No more excuses. Of course, you do not have enough time, enough money, enough sleep, yet the time is now to fly to your chosen purpose. If you postpone it, you are betraying yourself. Look through the eyes of eagle and consider every obstacle and opportunity. When you set your intention, where will you end up? Free yourself and live your highest destiny and fly. There's some other good prompts in there. I'm going to save those for later if I don't have any good journal prompts from the Oracle Dior. Let's see what the tarot has in store. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so there is a little bit of hesitation. You're hesitating on your actions. You're like lackadaisy with it. Same with your thoughts and voice. You're feeling wishy-washy about where to go next. And I'm hoping that with this reading, it's going to help you know that you are going further. You are going to be okay. You just need to take those first steps. Keep yourself balanced. Take a look at the whole picture. And if you've watched the first pile, know that the circle of life is ever changing. So if it doesn't work out, it doesn't mean it's the end. You know, there is no end. There's just a new beginning. Okay? So you need to find your voice. You need to look at things in a different perspective. And you need to be okay with yourself and know that you have the answers. It's all in here. You have the inspiration to do more, and you have the eagle eye, even eagle eye in the sky, and it's kind of like seeing the forest beyond the trees. You know, it's taking a look at your whole situation and as one big perspective, and know that if you are being forced to do something that you do not want to be doing, and you don't feel that that is your way, that's not your truth, then you need to move past it. You know, and that's the only way that you're going to find your balance. And we have futility, not frutility, but futility. It's such a beautiful drawing of Pegasus there. Let's see what this card has to tell us, and hopefully have some journal prompts. If not, then we'll get some from flipped right to it. I love that. All right, so reaffirm your gifts and unique qualities and accept the things you can't change. So the shadow is feeling powerless, lacking confidence in one's abilities, unable to exert influence over circumstances. Okay. So a horse flails its legs in the air in the hopeless attempt at flight. Fertility often comes from feelings of deficiency, a cognitive distortion that leads to negative and limited thoughts about one's self, instead of the situation we find ourselves in. If we can shift our attitude, we can find positive ways to adapt to our situation. Focus on what we can do, rather than what we cannot. The white horse, for instance, may gain a stronger sense of liberation by forcing its attention upon its powerful legs rather than the underdeveloped wings. Now is the time to reaffirm your unique gifts and talents. If this is difficult, make a list of the previous. So here's where I love this. It didn't happen in the last pile, but this deck has prompts kind of for journaling. So I do suggest that if you are going through this and this is a situation that you need work on, definitely get journaling, work through this for the month. So this is the prompt. If this is difficult, make a list of the previous successes. Consider what actions you took, what worked well, and how they made you feel. Once you have identified your unique qualities, see how you may apply them to your current situation. So I believe that's going to be just as good as the eagle, because the prompts for that, for continuing on, not with this card anymore, but what did you come to do in this life? Did you come to climb the ladder? Blah, blah, blah. And it also has, have you lost your sense of purpose? The eagle invites you to take a deep breath and spread your wings. When was the last time you opened them? So it's telling you to go for it. So those are your journal prompts and your reading for this month. And I really do think you're going to do well. Just keep your head on your shoulders, take a little time to balance out, and know that whatever you're growing up into doesn't mean that you have to live that way. You know, there's no... I was pretty lucky. I grew up in a household where there was a lot of freedoms. Like, we were able to be who we wanted to be, and we're very lucky for that, because there was no criticism. Like when I started to practice Wicca, I'm not Wiccan, but when I was a child and I wanted to start practicing witchcraft, Wicca, whatever, my mom goes, just do me a favor and only practice the light, the white light. And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. You know, I never really I didn't understand it, and I kind of don't understand it still, but there was never any, because my parents were First Baptist, they went to church, blah, blah, blah. But there was never any of that stigma, you know. She probably thought it was a phase, but when, you know, here I am, I'm doing tarot readings, I'm doing, you know, I have an occult shop, blah, blah, blah. You know, there's no stigma with my parents. And I'm very grateful, and I'm very lucky that I grew up in a household that there weren't a lot of restrictions in the sense of who I was and who I am meant to be. Like, they didn't hold me back on that. So I hope that you, if you are in that type of situation, that once you are able to get away from that, you are able to find your sense of self, and you're able to excel in whatever you choose to do. And I hope that, and I wish for you all of the success that life has to offer you, and know that you have the gifts and opportunities right there in front of you, and you just need to open yourself up to finding that direction on how to get there. If it's walking because your wings are not ready, then so be it, walk. And that's a great way to not zoom through and be already where you want to be, but build up that foundation to be able to stand on your own once it's time. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys this month. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you have any questions, comments, and if you do any of the journaling or anything like that, please feel free to comment below. Please follow me on Instagram. and let me know how you felt about this reading and stuff as well there. And I will see you all next month or in the next video. So I'll talk to you all later. Bye. Alright, hi guys. Welcome to your August 2022 reading. This is for pile number 3 and people who chose the amethyst, which is really good for clearing out your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, and finding peace. Peace within, peace without. Great stone to sleep with or help you sleep. And it's a great, just a good calming, overall calming stone. So let's take a look at what chakra you should probably be focusing on this month. Okay, so that I believe is the solar plexus, and that is personal power. Center down a little bit. Yeah, personal power. So that sometimes we feel like other people know what's best for us and the situations at hand. And due to the lack of self-love and honor, we give our power over to them. It is now time to connect to your own wisdom, love, and personal power. Everything you require is within you. Now it is time to look within and listen to what loving wisdom and your own divine guidance. It's time to connect with your soul. At times, power can be misunderstood as a negative or controlling expression that comes from the ego. However, the power we are talking about here is love, and it comes from a place within our deep heart, our heart and soul. Have you been handing your power over to others? Now it's time for you to reel it back in, and it's time to make your own decisions and choices and allow the power of your soul to shine through and create and manifest your heart's desire. So, let's see if we can unpack this a little bit more. Alright, help me keep that there. Let's look at our harvest cards. Okay, we got compassion, nurture, giving, love, and life, and renewal, rhythm, healing, and rest. Okay, so it's not that saying that you can't be compassionate to people who are around you, but you can't be giving up your power to them. So, thinking about this, so compassion is going to be leaning more towards you. You're going to be giving into yourself. You're going to be loving yourself a little bit more, and you're going to have a new sense of power, healing power to yourself. Okay? There's really not much of this that needs more explanation. It's going to be a renewal, you're going to be well rested, and you actually have 2 cards, so let's take a look here. Huh. Okay, the word wants to be written, and what you want wants you. There's a lot of wants here. So this is a lot of personal power needing to be released and needing to come to fruition for you. So let's take a look at the word wants to be written. Got a lot of like poetry going on this this month. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so this oracle here, the word wants to be written, is bringing you the message that what you are dreaming of or seeking to do, create, live, or manifest is actually very natural for you. That is why you want to do it. If you experienced controlling and manipulative forces as you were growing up, you would have found it hard to access your natural state at the time. You would have been too busy trying to adapt and get through the trials of childhood. So that this is bringing your power back. You have the capacity to be very creative in what you do, right? So let's take a look at what you wants you. Okay, so your healing message with this card, first trust in what you truly want. Not the superstitions or make-dos. I'm sorry, not the substitutions and make-dos, but what would truly bring a sense of passionate, playful purpose and mindful and fulfillment in your life. You might not know anything more than I want to sing, I want to write, or I want to help animals, or I want to paint. Start with what you know and hold it in your heart as you do the healing process. So yeah, so you're going to be bringing all this personal power in constructively. It's going to help you break free of the constant cycles that are going on here. So you're going to find a new rhythm, and you're going to find it to be very like a new beginning for yourself. It's going to be very, not breathtaking, but relieving. Stress relieving. You're going to be able to breathe easier. You're going to be able to not worry about having to do for others all the time, right? So I think that's really good. So do what you want. And it looks like a lot of writing is going to be happening. Alright, and then we have the hummingbird. Some of the world's favorite birds. I actually have two in my garden. So the buzzing you feel is the sound of your hummingbird wings preparing you to say yes to a new adventure. This is not the time to linger on what has gone wrong, but to trust in the rightness of the moment and take bold action. Trust that success is assured, even if you must face tests and challenges to reach your destination. Know that all will be well, because the all is in the small. Kind of cheeky, but yeah, it's it's time to give in to yourself, build your own personal power, write that book. I feel like there are quite a few of you that are writers, and I have a feeling that there's at least like a few people who are going through this whole video, because I'm terrible at putting my timestamps, so I apologize. But the writer one, it keeps popping up. Every one that I've done has popped up with a writer. So there's someone who is a writer. who needs to be a writer. Oh wow, okay, so you have 2 ace cards in this. You have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, which is just saying that once you give in to yourself and once you decide to do things your own way and you take back your power, you are going to have unlimited resources and opportunities starting to pop up for you that you are going to have to make your own decisions on that. So the Ace of Cups is cups are an emotional thing anyway, so you're going to be able to have open opportunities when it comes to your love life, with, you know, feeling more confident within your own body, very compassionate towards any situation that is thrown at you. And with the Ace of Pentacles, these two are very potential opportunity cards. So doors are going to be opening up in the career sector too. Once you gain back your personal power, you are going to be able to make your own decisions. You're going to be able to not be like, well, what is the rest of the world going to think? Because the Pope here, the Hierophant here, yeah, he is in reverse. He is normally about construct and structure, the key to the society and all that stuff. With this being upside down, that means that you're going to be going in a different direction than what other people want you to do. And that's going to be fantastic. There's not going to be a lot, there'll be pushback. There will be a little bit of, oh, well, you know, you did it this way all the time before. Like, why are you changing it? Be like, because I don't want to be doing that anymore. I'm tired of, like, worrying about what other people are saying and making sure I'm not stepping on anyone's toes. Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore, you know? I love this. This is great. You're going to be taking back your power. You're going to be able to spread your wings and fly. Hummingbirds are really good for navigation, so there could be a destination point that you want to be going towards too. There's going to be a new rhythm in your life, and you're going to do what you want because it wants you to do it. And someone out there is definitely an author. So that is amazing for this piece of the reading. And then we're going to go into the Oracle Dior, and we have Or. It's a head on a platter, and I love that because it's, you are the king, queen of your world. You are the one who is going to be able to say, you know what, I want this and the head on a platter. And so we're going to find out a little bit more about this card as well. And hopefully we got some journal prompts for you this time around. That's one thing I really do love about this deck, is that every once in a while there'll be some journal prompts. So we have perfection, spiritual gold, contentment, harmony, tranquility, feeling of oneness, serenity, healing, heightened psychic ability and awareness. The shadow is aloofness or standoffishness, perfectionism, uncompromising, self-satisfaction. The pure geometric depiction of the serene head indicates an exalted moral state. This card can indicate that a state of balance has been achieved, or that sacrifices and principled actions will eventually pay off. If you seek contentment, then a release from material attachments is advised. The final stage in this alchemy of self-transformation is called coagulation, Associated with the crown chakra, here as a halo, the pituitary and the pineal glands are stimulated through like meditation, and the increased oneness with the universe can be achieved. Polarities become unified, spirit and matter, body and soul, masculine and feminine, to form a whole. In this way, one's higher self emerges. Use these higher vibrations for good, pull others into your orbit and raise them up. Yeah, complete opportunities. So you want that, and you want the plate, the head on a plate, on a silver platter. So this is fantastic. You have the opportunities. Don't give your personal power away this month. There weren't any journal prompts, but I just want to say, what? Let me go back to, because I want to leave you with something. So that one didn't give me any journal prompts, which is kind of disappointing. This is the second one now. So back to this phrase. Where is it? Okay. So here's your journal prompt. Have you been handing your power over to others? Okay. Now it's time to reel it back in. Know that you are supported fully by your higher self in the universe at this powerful, exciting transition. So, are you handing over your power to others? Is your question. How can you nurture yourself? Write down topics that you want to start writing about. Write down the different destinations that you want to travel to. Write down your wants. You know, these are journal prompts that are good to take with you throughout the whole month. You know, you can write in it, journal yourself away, and see how it will help change and transform your life and your rhythm of life. And, you know, give yourself a bit of a break as well. Love yourself and know that you have the power to handle your own destiny and to not worry about what other people say, and just hope that they come along the ride with you. You know, great growth unfortunately involves losing a few people along the way. That's just the par for the course. We never really have the same people in our lives on a continual level throughout our lives. Some people stay with us, but even through high school and school, we interchange our groups of people that we are with, and sometimes that's just the way it is in life. And there's nothing wrong with that. Evolution is to help us move along and move forward, not to de-escalate in our journey through life, right? So that's what I have for you this month. I hope it was enjoyable. I really wish you all the luck. And please, please don't undermine yourself for someone else, you know, just because you feel like you need to be walking on eggshells for someone else. Too bad. So sad. It's not time to extinguish your flame. It's time to bring it on, okay? So I will talk to you all later on. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like and follow me on Instagram. If you do end up doing any of the journal prompts, please leave me a comment down below or on Instagram and tell me how things are going. And I will see you all in the next video, okay? Bye!